Our channel. Today we are going to start lungs. So in lungs you can see here 10 bronchopulmonary segments are present in both lungs. So what is this bronchopulmonary segment? You can see this is a bronchopulmonary segment. So like this, if you count this all airways, there will be total 10. So like this, the same structure is also present on the right side of the lung. So this is for example left side of the lung. So the same structure will also be present on the right side of the lung. So right and left lungs are mainly separated by means of mediastinum. So this one. So here you can see this is the right lung, left lung. So in between them, the space between them is called as mediastinum. And young lungs are mainly brown in color, or they also may be in grey color. But later they turn black in color because of deposition of inhaled carbon atoms. So you can see the right lung. The right lung is 50 to 100 grams heavier when compared with the left lung, because you can remember this, like you can see the right lung is having 3 lobes, so that it is more heavier when compared with the left lung. And the lung is, you can see, it's somewhat like a cone shape or conical shape, and it is mainly having 3 borders, that is the anterior and the posterior, that is on the back side, and the inferior border. So it is having 3 borders, and it is also having 2 surfaces. One is the costal surface and one is the medial surface. Costal surface is where it is related with ribs in front and in back with vertebra, whereas the medial surface is related with the mediastinum. So the medial surface is in turn divided into vertebral space and the mediastinal space. So mediastinal space is present anteriorly, vertebral space is present posteriorly. So the apex is medial to the supraclavicular fossa. So here will be the supraclavicular fossa. So the apex is mainly medial to the supraclavicular fossa, and it is covered by a suprapleural membrane, which is separating the neck and the thoracic cavity. And it is grooved by subclavian artery on medial side and also anteriorly. So anteriorly and medially, it is grooved by subclavian artery. So the apex, we are talking about apex. Now we are talking about base. The base is semilunar and it is concave, and it separates the lung from the liver and also from the fundus of stomach and also spleen. So the spleen, fundus of stomach and liver are separated from lung by means of this base. And next, coming to anterior border, you can see this is the anterior border, which is very thin and shorter than the posterior border. Posterior border is very thick. And next, coming to right side. The right side, you can see this is the right side lung, which is more vertical and anterior costo-median line of pleural refraction. So anterior or costo-medial line, it is also this is. So this right side is also called anterior or costo-mediastinal line, because this is the costal side, it's in communication with the mediastinum, so it is called anterior costo-medial line of pleural reflection. On the left side of the lung has an anterior border. Its anterior border has a wide cardiac notch, because here the heart is situated on the left lung. So it is wide cardiac notch, and it is below the 4th costal cartilage. And the posterior border is ill-defined. The posterior border is ill-defined, thick, and the medial margin of head of rib. This posterior border is nearer to the medial margin of head of rib. So you know the rib has head, especially in its posterior part, so it will be related to the posterior part of the rib, and extend from the C7 to T10 spine. So it is extending from the C7, that is from the cervical C7, that is vertebral prominence, to the T10 spine of the thoracic spine. So next, the inferior border. Here also the inferior border separates the base from the costal and medial surface, because this is the costal surface and this is the medial surface. So the base separates from the costal and the medial surface. Now we will see the costal surface. So you can see this is a costal surface which is very large, and it is in contact with the pleural, costal and also thoracic wall. Of course here the pleural membrane will be present, and also the thoracic wall will be present upon it. So it is related to that. And the medial surface, it's in the medial surface, the posterior side, we have mainly the vertebral bodies, intervertebral disc, posterior intercostal veins, flank nerves, whereas anteriorly in the mediastinum will have the mediastinum septum, cardiac impression, and also hilum. Hilum of the lung will be present here. So all these structures are present anteriorly. Now let us see the fissures and lobes of the lung. So right lung, you can see it is having the 3 lobes and 2 fissures. One is the oblique fissure. You can see here one is a horizontal fissure and one is the oblique fissure, which is dividing the right lung into the 3 lobes. Whereas the left lung is having left lung is having only 2 lobes, and it is mainly divided by means of a oblique fissure. So the oblique fissure divides the left lung into 2 lobes, and at the hilum it passes obliquely. So especially the hilum it passes obliquely. And next, there is a tongue-like projection in the left lung. So especially in left lung you will find out a new structure, tongue-like projection. So it is also called as lingula. It is below the cardiac notch and corresponds to the middle lobe of right lung. So it is corresponding to the middle lobe of the right lung. You can see this is the middle lobe of right lung, so it's like same to it. And sometimes accessory lobes may also be present either on right side or left side, or also may be absent. So sometimes instead of 3 lobes on the right side, there will be 4 lobes, or sometimes only 2 lobes, and in left side also sometimes there may be 3 lobes or completely absent of any lobe. So these are some abnormalities or pathologies in the case of lung lobes. So next we will check out the root of the lung. So this is the structures. You can see this is the root of the lung. So the root of the lung connects the medial side of the lung to mediastinum, because you can imagine this is the root. For example, you can see this is the root of the lung. So it mainly connects to the mediastinum, because above here is the mediastinum, the medial space. So the root of the lung mainly connects to the mediastinum of the lung, and they lie opposite to the bodies of T5, T6, T7 vertebra. So it is mainly lying opposite to the vertebral bodies, especially thoracic vertebral body T5, T6 and T7. So now we'll check out what are the contents which are mainly present on left side and right side. Before that, here we will check out the structures which are related to mediastinal surface of right and left lung. So on right side you can see mainly the right atrium and right auricle. So by means of diagram we will check out the structures related. So you can see this is a structure which is mainly related to the right lung. So in the right lung you can see there is right atrium, and also there will be the right auricle, and a small part of right ventricle will also be present over here, and you will have the superior vena cava. So you can see this is a superior vena cava, and also we'll have the lower part of right brachiocephalic vein. This is the lower part of right brachiocephalic vein, and also we'll have the azygous vein. So this is the azygous vein, and next there is esophagus. You can see this is the esophagus, and next there is inferior vena cava lower part, and also we'll have the trachea, and next we'll have the right vagus nerve and right phrenic nerve. So this is the right phrenic nerve, and this is a right vagus nerve. So this all are the structures. This diagram we need to remember. By that we can say what are the structures which are mainly related to the right side of the lung. And this is the left side of the lung, the structures which are related to the left side of the lung. The firstly you will see the left ventricle, and also you will see the left auricle, and also we can check out the infundibulum and adjoining part of right ventricle, and also we can check out the pulmonary trunk here. This is the this purple color is the pulmonary trunk, and we'll have the arch of aorta. So this red one is the arch of aorta, and also we'll have the descending thoracic aorta. So this is the descending thoracic aorta. This is the descending thoracic aorta, and we'll also have the left subclavian artery. So this is a left this one is the left subclavian artery, and also we'll have the thoracic duct. This is the thoracic duct. And next we'll have esophagus here, also the same like right side. So this is esophagus, and left brachiocephalic vein. There we have seen right brachiocephalic vein, so here we will see the left brachiocephalic vein. Same way the right brachiocephalic vein is present. Here also we will find the left brachiocephalic vein. In this diagram it's not present, but it will be present normally. And also there will be left vagus nerve. This one is the left vagus nerve, and also we will have the left phrenic nerve, and with that we will also have the left recurrent laryngeal nerve. So you can see this one is the left recurrent laryngeal nerve. So if you observe the difference between them, mainly you will find the new structure on the left side, that is the left recurrent laryngeal nerve. So that is the main thing. And thoracic duct also will be on the left side, and especially, and also you'll have the left superior intercostal vein on the left side, and left subclavian artery also is present here, and arch of aorta, pulmonary trunk, left common carotid artery. So these are the structures which are mainly present to the left mediastinum. So next we will check out the So now we will check out the root of lung, what are present in the root of lung. So first we will see on the left side. So on the left side in the root of lung we will find the principal bronchus. So this is a principal bronchus, and also we will see on left side one pulmonary artery. So yeah, this is a pulmonary artery, and next we will see two pulmonary veins. So you can see these are the two pulmonary veins, and here we will also see one bronchial artery. We will see one bronchial artery. So you can see this is a bronchial vessel. So here we will see one bronchial artery, and also we will see the bronchial veins. So this bronchial vessels, here only we will have bronchial veins also. And next we will have the anterior and posterior pulmonary plexus of nerves. So this is the anterior pulmonary plexus, and this is the posterior pulmonary plexus. And next we will also see the lymphatics of lungs. So you can see these are the lymph vessels and nodes of the lungs. And next we will also see the bronchopulmonary lymph nodes. So these are only bronchopulmonary lymph nodes. And next we will also see the areolar tissue. So this is the areolar tissue. These are all structures which are present on left side. So remember, only the difference between the right and left side is here we will see only the one bronchial artery, but in the case of right side we will see two bronchial arteries. That is the only difference. Other all structures are same. So, and one more thing is, on right side you will see this bronchus, that is here only we will see the principal bronchus, but on right side you will also see the epiartial bronchus and hyperatrial bronchus, and the remaining all structures are same. And here we see the bronchial vessels which are two in number. Two bronchial artery are present especially on right side, but on left side only one bronchial artery. So remaining all structures are same as a left side. So next we will see the arrangement of structures in roots. So you can see here the arrangement of structures in root. So from before backwards, that is on right side and left side we have the same roots. First we have the superior pulmonary vein, next we will have the pulmonary artery, and after that we will have the bronchus. So this is, you can remember, superior pulmonary vein first, and next you will have artery, right? So vein, artery, and next you have the bronchus. So the mnemonic for this is, you can remember as VAP. For this you can remember the mnemonic as VAP for mainly the arrangement of structures in root from before backwards. That is, they lie in this order: first the vein, next the artery, and next the bronchus. So this is the order of the structures which are present in root. So you can see here in the order. So first you will have the artery, and next you will have the first you will have the vein, and next you will have the artery, and after the artery you will have the bronchus. So you can see first on the first side you have vein, next you have artery, and next you have bronchus. So the mnemonic is VAB. So I'll write it down here. The VAB is the mnemonic.